So you're feeling like you have no power, you are overwhelmed, overrun by the circumstances, you're feeling scared, are you feeling down? Well, guess what? Take your life back. Follow these steps and you will see the difference between how you're feeling right now and how you will feel in the very near future in a couple days. Follow the steps. It's not gonna cost you a penny and you have nothing to lose. And you will come out winner in this incredibly hard and difficult times of the coronavirus. Hi and welcome to Letters to King. This is Konstantin and today I'm going to share with you my secret recipe for staying strong during this coronavirus pandemic and getting through this, coming out stronger. A couple weeks ago, for the first time in my life, I felt scared, powerless, overwhelmed by this whole situation with the coronavirus pandemic, coronavirus spreading around. I made a video. The link is somewhere right here. You can watch. But in a nutshell, for the first time in my life, I felt out of control. Okay, I am a successful middle-aged male, an executive. I've pretty much been in control all my life, and for the first time in my life, I felt like ground under my feet was getting knocked out. Okay. This feeling was not pretty and it lasted a few days. Okay, I made a video, I shared online, I felt absolutely alone. I felt, although I have family and friends and colleagues, I felt like I couldn't really share it with anyone. So I made a video and I got so much feedback from you guys and it helped me a lot. I went through that stage of feeling powerless, feeling scared, and I pretty much came back to normal me. Then a few things followed. We had to evacuate Moscow real fast. We had to stay inside, self-isolated in the south of Russia. I had to buy more food and deal with daily challenges of this coronavirus thing. And you know what? I'm not feeling scared anymore. I'm not feeling powerless. I feel pretty much in control. I feel ready. I feel like I'm back together. And I've gone through a few steps. And the steps have helped me to find myself. The steps have helped me to take my life back. Today I will share these steps with you. And hopefully, if you follow my steps, they will help you to take control and take your life back too. So please stay tuned and watch until the very end. You know what? I'm not going to ask you to like this video or subscribe. It's up to you. I don't really care today. But what I'm asking is, please share this video with as many people as possible. Through the social networks, forward the links to your friends, so as many people see it as possible. And some of them, perhaps just, at least few of them will find what I'm saying helpful, and that will help them to get through this time, really difficult time, stronger and better. Okay? Thank you very much for sharing this message. Looking back, I have gone through 4 stages of living in the coronavirus time. The first stage was denial. Back in January, my friend Clarence from Maine called me and asked me for perhaps if I could have some face masks, 3M face masks, and I could send to him to the United States. And I told him, Clarence, don't worry about this coronavirus thing. It's totally a hype, media hype. Russia is right next to China. We border China. We don't have it. So certainly you won't have it either. And boy, was I wrong. 2 months later, we started to get people infected, started to get cases of the coronavirus. And Clarence, please forgive me. I was absolutely wrong. Okay? The first stage was denial. We simply didn't trust that coronavirus could really touch our lives in Russia. Neither me nor my colleagues, my friends, we were just talking about it, that's all, okay? But our life was business as usual. The second stage, it hit us like a train, boom. And, we started moving, okay? Just one day, a lot of Russians rushed to stores to hoard food. And all of a sudden, the shelves emptied out. We couldn't get some basic staples like buckwheat, salt, spaghetti, things like that. And then the second stage was I was running around, I was being active because I had one thought: I need to provide for my family, I need to get as much food as possible, I need to store and to secure the next 3 to 4 weeks, in case stores run out of food. I did. I got lots of food, probably could last us for a month. And then all of a sudden, things changed and we stopped going to work. Some of us were laid off, and some of us, lucky ones, were started working remotely. Okay, I'm the lucky one. I'm working remotely. But anyway, I had some free time over the weekend, and all of a sudden, I went through the third stage. That's being scared and feeling powerless. And I made a video about that, and I shared with you. I felt like all I had done before, I didn't have any experience. All I had done before was useless. I didn't have any experience on how to deal with this situation. I'm responsible father of a few children and a husband, and I felt like I was not in charge anymore, okay? For the first time in my life, that feeling happened. So it was the third stage, feeling powerless. And then the fourth stage happened. The fourth stage followed. The stage of taking my life back and getting stronger, getting through this coronavirus, coming out as strong as possible. What have I done? A few steps. And folks, please note the steps and write them down and follow the steps, okay? They might help you, and I hope they will. So you're feeling like you have no power? You are overwhelmed, overrun by the circumstances? You're feeling scared? Are you feeling down? Well, guess what? Take your life back. Follow these steps, and you will see the difference between how you're feeling right now and how you will feel in the very near future in a couple days. Follow the steps. It's not going to cost you a penny, and you have nothing to lose. Step number 1, monitor your health daily. Monitor how you're feeling. It's super important to stay healthy now. It's super important to take all the precautions. Learn about the coronavirus. Learn about your enemy. And follow all the steps that doctors tell you to do. Wear the face mask, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer, stay home, avoid crowded places, and so forth. Number 1, the most important, is stay healthy. Step number 2 is assess your current situation. Take a piece of paper and a pen and write down where are you standing right now. Write down what the strong points, the strong sides of the situation you are in right now. Write down what the weaknesses are. Write down what the possible risks and what the opportunities are. This is a very powerful and very convenient tool that we use in business and in corporate management all the time. It's called SWOT analysis, SWOT. Widely used tool. It helps in business and it helps in personal life. It will help you to create this picture of the situation you are in right now. For example, you have a roof over your head. That's a great strength. Write it down. You have a job. That's a great strength. You have a large debt. That's a weakness. What are possible risks? That you will lose your job and the collectors will knock on your door. That's a risk. What's the opportunity? Find another job, and so forth. Try to come up with as many ideas as possible. Google what SWOT analysis is. Make the SWOT analysis. It will help you to assess the situation you are currently in. Step number 3 is creating and writing down your goals, short-term goals and long-term goals. A very important step. Take a piece of paper and write down your goals for the upcoming month, for next 3 months, and for 1 year. Write down where you are going to be in 12 months, where you see yourself and how you see yourself. Write down what kind of house you live in, what job you have, what income you make, how you came out of this corona crisis time, and so forth. Write a story, the story of your goals, a very important step. That's going to be your map for navigating next 12 months. Step number 4 is understand your income situation. The health crisis that is underway right now is nothing in comparison with the economic and financial crisis that is awaiting us, that is coming up in the closest months. Know how much money you make. Know where you stand at this point. Know how much money you own. If you are lucky to keep the job and have a job right now, then be proactive. Talk to your supervisor. Learn about companies' plans in general for business and companies' plans for employees. Maybe there are salary cuts. Maybe there are layoffs in the plans. Try to hang on to this current job that you have with your teeth and your cloth. That's an extremely important matter right now. And if it is unfortunate that you have lost your job and you are laid off right now, you have no income whatsoever, then assess your situation. Know how much money you're going to pay out to your creditors, and don't wait until your creditors will start knocking on your door. Be proactive. Call them first. Call the landlord. Call the banks, the credit cards, and talk to them. Tell them about the situation. Tell them that you are in hardship right now. Remember, you are not the only one. There are millions of people just like you right now who have lost their jobs, who have lost their income, and they're struggling financially. You are not alone, and banks are not to drown you. They want to make money, and they understand what's going on. Okay, negotiate an easement plan with them. Negotiate rental vacation. Negotiate better conditions for yourself. Don't wait. Be first one to act. Be proactive. Again, take a piece of paper and write down your skills and your experiences that you have. Think of what other jobs and what other industries you can try your luck at. Perhaps this is an opportunity. Perhaps there are other career paths you can pursue. In Chinese, crisis means opportunity. It's the same thing, equal. Don't wait until all this financial trouble hits you. Be the first one to act. Be the first one to pull yourself together and put yourself into the most favorable position. If you don't prepare, that this financial wave is going to crush you. Step number 5 is calling your family, relatives, friends, and colleagues. Re-establish all the connections. Some are active, some are lost, doesn't matter. Call everyone who's dear to you. Let them know that you remember. Let them know you care. Let them know you love them. You need support, but they also need support as much as you do. Let them know that you're ready to give them support, any support they need at any time. Okay? Build this circle of trust around you. It's going to make you 100% better, no matter how down you're feeling. This is hugely important. Step number 6 is stay informed. Keep on learning on what's going on nationally and locally, what's going on around you. Talk to your neighbors. Listen to the local news. Listen to the radio stations, local radio stations. Stay informed. The information arms you, okay? If you know what's going on constantly, you are armed with the knowledge. Step number 7, be resourceful. Know where you can get things in case you need them. If you don't need them anyway, know where the local food banks are. Know what are regulations, what's the situation with unemployment and the government support. Know, even if you haven't lost your job, even if you work, know how you can get money from the government. Be prepared, be resourceful. In case the hardship comes to your way, you will be prepared. You will not waste any time learning. You will have the knowledge and you will act. Okay, that's really, really important. And step number 8, to me, it's the most important step I have taken. Pray. If you're an atheist, don't turn off my channel, okay? Just give me 2 minutes. I am a believer. I believe in God and I have faith. And praying to me comes natural. And I know that a lot of people who believe in God like me, they will pray regardless, okay? Because to us, it's natural. If you don't believe in God, if you're an atheist, then pray anyway. It doesn't cost you a penny and you have nothing to lose. What's the worst thing can happen? You will look like a fool in your own eyes. Well, you know what? Who cares? You care? We certainly don't. But what if it works? What if it works? And I assure you it does. But think about it. If there's a slightest chance that if it works, it's worth trying, okay? Just, you don't have to have faith. You don't have to believe. Just pray, okay? And He will listen. I will give you 2 short stories, okay? One of my friends, I've known this guy since 1st grade, my classmate. Very smart guy, very successful. But he's always been an atheist, doesn't believe in God. Not only he doesn't believe in God, he's always denied God very aggressively, and he always attacked me for being a believer, okay? I'm so used to it, I just don't pay attention to this when he speaks about God, okay? And he keeps on sending me this scientific articles about how it's impossible that God exists and so forth. You know, you probably have met a person like that in your life. I call them aggressive atheists, okay? Well, guess what? His mom is sick. She's been on a long ventilation support for about a week, and she's bad. She's got the coronavirus, and you know, he called me devastated. And I didn't know what to say. I told him, listen, I know that I have nothing to say, and I know that you are not a believer, you're an atheist, but I'm going to pray for your mom. And you know what he answered me? In a humble voice, he said, please do. And that's the guy who has denied God all his life, okay? And then when it came down to the last ray of hope, he tried to catch that ray, and he tried to catch and hang on to that hope. So the second story is, my son is 3.5 years old, and a couple months ago he got a real bad case of stomach flu, E. coli infection. He ate something. Anyway, he was hospitalized for about 10 days, and that's something that doesn't have any consequences, but it's really nasty once you have it. It happens to be that I have plenty of doctors who are my friends, and one of my friends is the head children doctor of one of the large cities. American equivalent would be Surgeon General for a large city, okay? And he's a professor at the local university. He's about 65 years old, and he's been teaching all his life. He's helped me many times with my kids. I called him up, he gave me advice, he told me what to expect, he comforted me. At the very end of our conversation, he told me, and you know what? He said, your best medicine is prayer. Pray for your son. And that came out of a extremely famous Russian pediatrician, the children doctor, okay? Pray. It doesn't cost you anything, but that's an extremely important step you can take. Now, friends, please take all of the steps, or at least take one, two, few steps. They will empower you. They will bring your life back. They will help you to get your life back. They will help you to feel in charge again. They will help you to feel that you have a plan, and no matter what, you will stick to the plan, and you will come out winner in this incredibly hard and difficult times of the coronavirus. Thanks for watching. Please, I don't care if you subscribe or like, but please share this message with as many people as possible, okay? I hope that you will make the steps, and I hope that you will feel 100% better, just like I am feeling right now in comparison with a couple weeks ago. Thank you very much for watching. Stay healthy, stay strong, get over this, come out stronger, and don't let yourself to be broken by the coronavirus. I'll see you soon.